Hey YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with the Last Call Project Pan in 2024. This was created by Miss Sicilian Beauty and Tinker Bell Rocks over on Instagram. I will link them down below along with anybody else that's doing this. I've been doing this every year, but last year I kind of failed at updating it. Like, I did my intro, I think I might have done one update, but then I just completely fell off the wagon, which is unfortunate because looking back at the page, I finished overall, I finished 8 products, and since then I have finished everything else but the foundation and the sunscreen. The sunscreen went bad, so I had to toss it, but the foundation is still hanging out. But hopefully I can be better this year about updating. Not that that's really been the pattern so far, but I'm working on it. So, the idea behind this is just to, it's the last 4 months of the year. Just last call is just gathering up the last things you want to make sure that you push out of your collection. So, now normally you start this with 10 products. I could not narrow it down past 12. And all of these things were going to be probably worked on during the first month. So, and what was it? It's just like, oh, I'll just go ahead and show it anyway. So that's what ended up happening. But let's get started. First, I have this ABH Dip Brow Gel. Mine is in, okay, my color is in medium brown. You'd think with my glasses I could see better, but it's just very tiny writing on here. Now, I have no idea how long this little mini is going to take because I know that normally the full size takes forever and a day, but we're going to work on it. I have my weight at 5.4 grams. I have used this a couple of times, and I'm kind of just trying to knock out all Anastasia products from my collection because I no longer support them. And I still have some lingering stuff along with a couple of palettes that I do want to use up. But this is one of the few other things that I still have from them that I figure let's go ahead and get to working on it. Next is a lip gloss that I want to get out by the end of the year. It is the Buxom Lip Polish in Sophia. This mark on it is actually from the 50 Shades of Yellow / Gold Project Pan. I didn't get to use it. I did finally finish Chloe. That is in my Graveyard Project Pan, which I don't know what's going up in what order, but I have not filmed its update yet, but I'm probably going to throw the update up before this goes up. Hello, Europa. I love how you announce yourself in the room by screaming and attacking my couch. Cat, I'm sure you can see bits of her orange floof. Anyways, this is basically full. I hope to finish it in the next 4 months. Next is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Now, right now, I am only using it to kind of fill in the front of my brows because the powder that I'm using doesn't do a very good job of that for some reason. However, that powder is on its last legs. So once I do finish that, I will be using this to fill in all of my brows. And once I do that, it should go pretty quickly. Once I get to that point though, it shouldn't linger very long. It's just a matter of how long the powder truly lasts. Nobody wants to see your tail. Next is the Tarte Quick Stick Liner. Now, I worked on the eye base for 50 Shades of Brown / Beige. The packaging is beigey. But the liner was not in there. So I figured before, I kind of want to finish this liner by the end of the year so I can get all of the packaging out of my collection. But this is what the liner looks like. It's just a basic black liner. I've already been using it. That's why it has a little bit of eyeshadow on it today, because it has my gold eyeshadow on it. Hopefully I can get that done. I mean, that's the point of all of these, but. Next is something that's really, really old in my collection and I would really like to get it gone. It is the Essence Instant Matte Makeup Setting Spray. They don't even make this anymore. Luckily, it's only 50 milliliters or 1.69 flowing ounces. It's not even 2 ounces. Once I finish my Scandinavia matte setting spray, I should be able to get this out pretty quickly. This is where it's at. Now, the next thing I might not be able to finish, but damn it, I'm gonna try. It is the YSL Rouge Per Couture lipstick in 09. This was also in 50 Shades of Yellow / Gold, and I never got to it. And this is what it looks like. I'll even give you a swatch of this. Like, it's a very pretty lipstick. The problem I have with this, and I've always had it with this, which is why I've never really wanted to use it, is that it has a really intense, like, perfumed, flowery scent. And it's had it since the day I got it. And I got it from Influencer. Yeah, they sent me 2 of them, and I think I gave one of them away because it was a color that I knew I was never going to finish. But I really want to finish this by the end of the year. I'm probably going to declutter it at the end of the year, whether I finish it or not. But I'm probably going to use this on my cheeks a lot in hopes of actually getting it out. So we'll see how that goes. And the final makeup item is this LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. It's in the pink shade. It is my corrector. I weighed it at 11.9 grams, and I'm going to count the uses because otherwise, this in the ABH, I can't really like tell how much is in there until it's done. Now I know with this, it will deflate at some point because I've used up a regular of this before. It will deflate, and then it will basically be done. It will have like less than 10 uses after that. So I've been using it all year. It hasn't deflated yet because I only use like a little bit in each of my inner corners because that's where the darkness under my eyes really is. So hopefully by the end of this year I can finish that. Anyways, next for the non-makeup items. First I have a body spray. This is the Zany Laney Ivy Waiting For You body spray. It's based off of Poison Ivy. The notes are black cherry, citrus, and ivy. Unfortunately, they went out of business. These are I only have a couple of these left. I'm trying to knock out as many as I can by the end of the year because they are very old. They still have a great scent to them. So they haven't gone off or anything, but the older they get, the more likely they are to lose their scent. I don't want that to happen. Next is the Pharmacy Whipped Grains Oil-Free Foaming Cleanser with Moringa and Papaya. I am just trying to knock out as many cleansers as I can because I have a lot. So I have a lot of all of my skincare. Actually, my cleansers are not that bad compared to some of the other parts of my collection, but other project pans are covering that, so this is where we're getting a cleanser out hopefully by the end of the year. Anyways, we are starting right here. I think I have literally used this like once. I got it in a AIA, I think it was called, bag. American Influencer something or another. I don't know. They haven't put out in a box in a couple of years at this point. They just kind of went away all of a sudden, but they had a pharmacy themed box and I got that. So I've had that cleanser kind of hanging about for a while. I think I finished most everything else that I got in that box but that. Next is just something I want to make sure that I'm using because sometimes I forget. It's the Not Your Mother's Soothing Balancing Act Scalp Serum. I love having a scalp serum. My favorite is the Briogeo, but this is still pretty nice, and this is $11.99 versus $28 for the Briogeo, and I think a little bit more comes in this than the Briogeo, but I might be remembering wrong. This one has 2 whole ounces in it though, but what you do is you use the dropper, squeeze some out, and then like put it through your hair and your scalp. And it feels really nice, and I have a tendency to have a really sweaty scalp, which gets really clogged with crap. As far as like, you know, just dirt and debris collects in my hair really quickly because I sweat a lot. And I really find that these scalp serums help with that. I've tried a few at this point, and they've all worked great, so I don't need to just buy the Briogeo. The problem is the cheapest one, the Garnier one, which has a lot more product and it has a terrible like dispensing mechanism, and my husband hates the smell of it. So I'm not going to put him through that. He hasn't complained about any of the others, but he complained about that one. But anyways, we are starting right here. And as long as this keeps working for me, this is probably the one that I will be repurchasing from now on until they inevitably discontinue it, because brands tend to discontinue everything that I love. I might be bitter because Tree Hut discontinued the aftershave mist that I was using, and I'm really pissed off about that. Anyways, next is the Wet n Wild Makeup Remover Micellar Cleansing Water. Now, this is a little one. It's only 2.88 flowing ounces or 85 milliliters, but it's a dual phase one, so I can't use it to clean my face in the mornings because it will make me feel oily and gross. So I can only use this to remove makeup. Now, I can still finish this by the end of the year, but that's just gonna make it go slower. Anyways, it's starting right here. I've only used it a couple of times. It does do a good job at removing makeup, so that's always nice. But because of the dual phase, it is also good at removing waterproof mascara, which I do not wear, but in case you were curious, whatever. Anyways, last product is the Ole Henriksen Transforming Walnut Scrub. This is actually too strong for my face. Like, this is an intense ass scrub. So once well, I will be using a little bit of it mixed in with something else on my face. I will also, once I finish the other body scrub that I'm working on, use this as a body scrub, and in that case, it will fly through. But yeah, I don't know why I got this, because I know I remember using up a mini, and apparently I guess that was fine with how intense it was, but when I tried it on my face, like the other day, I was like, whoa. We are not using that on my face on its own again. We are definitely going to be mixing a little bit of that with like a regular cleanser or something. Something to tone it down. Anyways, it's all the way full. Like I said, I've only really used it like once. But once I use it as a body scrub, it will go very quickly and I will be very happy. So that is it. This goes to December 31st. Hopefully I can get in at least 2 updates and a finale. But theoretically, I should be updating this every month. We'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!